Walmart says it's now rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, becoming the latest and largest company to do so after facing considerable pressure from conservatives. The sweeping changes include no more priority treatment to suppliers based on race or gender, but not all companies are following suit today. Formula One actually announced all 10 of its teams have adopted a formal diversity and inclusion charter. Let's bring in our business correspondent, Alexis Christoforous, who's been tracking all of this. So I guess let's start with Walmart and what exactly it's doing, rolling back, and what's the reasoning?
We have to look back here to the June 2023 decision by the U.S. Supreme Court that actually ended affirmative action when it came to college admissions. So a lot of these conservative groups sort of felt emboldened after that decision and brought some lawsuits, filed some lawsuits, making similar arguments when it comes to corporations. So Walmart is the latest in a string of companies that are doing away with their DEI programs and policies, among them Ford, Harley-Davidson, Lowe's, Tractor Supply. But you're right in saying Walmart is the largest of the companies to do so so far, so it could sort of set the tone for what we see going forward. Here are just some particulars for you. Walmart did say it's not going to give priority treatment to suppliers based on race and gender. It's going to pull out of a prominent gay rights index so it can better monitor its third-party marketplace items to make sure that they don't feature sexual or transgender products aimed at minors. And it's not going to renew a 5-year commitment for equity racial centers that it had put in place after the killing of George Floyd 5 years ago. It says it wants to give everybody a place at the table and foster inclusion at Walmart for both employees and customers.
So what impact could this have on the company and consumers specifically?
Well, you know, we're seeing already the sorts of products it may not carry. I mean, saying that it's going to carry more products made in the U.S., products made by small business owners. It's going to stop selling from some transgender-related or themed items on the website, including sort of those chest binders that you see that are intended for young people who are going through a gender change. So it says it's going to be more mindful of the merchandise it's carrying, including merchandise surrounding Pride and Pride events. We could see, like I said, more companies do this in the future.
All right. And Formula One doing just the opposite and rolling out this new diversity and inclusion plan. So why do you think businesses like Formula One are doing this?
You know, Formula One has, over the past few years, been making a larger push into DEI. It's interesting they came out with this charter, they're calling it, today of all days. And Ferrari, which is part of Formula One, came out, and actually, I want to quote what they put on X. They tweeted this out. We proudly reaffirm our commitment to equity and inclusion by endorsing this new charter. They say they want to do it by encouraging education, transparency, and making motorsports, particularly Formula One, more accessible to everyone. Kira?
All right. Alexis, thank you.
You bet.